Like, I love when people compliment me on how good I smell or whatever. And this lady literally jotted down the perfume. She was like, I've never smelled anything like that. And I'm like, yeah, I know. I forgot how my intro goes. Okay. Tell me how I just found out that my camera is touchscreen. Today we're going to be talking about spring fragrances that I have been absolutely loving, and as always, these are of course not only accessible but definitely affordable, except for one. You could definitely find it at online discounter website. Before I start, I do want to address the elephant in the room. Where the heck have I been? So I actually did record a video like December time. It was like for the holidays and stuff. That video never got around to as you guys know, I also have like a jewelry line, and my second collection for that, just a quick update, also still has not launched, just because I've been running through some like actual real life technical difficulties. So that was the reason why I wasn't able to record. I edited the whole video and it was never able to be posted. So that is that. I've said this so many times that I'm going to be more active and stuff, but I definitely am going to be more active. I need to get my life together, like for reals, like finances, working out, I'm only getting older, all those everything, like it's just, I also have had a lot of fragrances that got sent to me a couple months back, and I never got a chance to not only do giveaways, just to talk about them. I'm gonna move through these pretty quick, but I am gonna be doing a giveaway, the giveaway that I was supposed to do 3 months ago. So basically, as always, the rules are going to be in the description box below. Very simple, very easy. All you have to do is give this video a thumbs up. Of course, be subscribed to my channel and follow my Instagram pages. I'll have the information down below. I'm going to be giving away 3 Dossier fragrances. I have talked about this company before, and as a lot of other people have talked about, they are a dupe house. They replicate fragrances from other houses. They have designer fragrances and they also have niche fragrances. I'm not going to get into my whole opinion. Each their own. I respect your opinion and I hope you guys respect mine. If not, this video is gonna be a way too long, child, and I don't got time for that. Now, they gave me like a lot, but I'm gonna obviously be dividing these fragrances like into my upcoming video. Also, if you guys are not interested in the giveaway or just me talking about Dossier in general, I have the timestamp right here so you guys can just skip on to my spring fragrance selection. So the first one that I picked here was Floral Lavender, and they all look like that. I'm sure that you guys are familiar with how Dossier bottles look, and they're magnetic, very minimalistic. All right, so I picked Floral Lavender, and as I'm sure you guys know or can guess, this is the clone of Lived. Not the original, not the intense one. So I actually, believe it or not, I have not had a chance to try any of these, so this is kind of like first impression for me. It smells like it, definitely similar, like obviously, like I'm pretty sure that if you're not like into fragrances, like you that you're probably watching this or myself, someone is gonna smell this and they're gonna be like, that's Lived, right? But there is definitely some subtle differences. My bottle is very concentrated, and when I went to Orlando last year for my birthday, Bex, Rebecca Collazo, she gifted me one of her bottles. So my older bottle is definitely more concentrated, and the vanilla is a lot more rich in that one. It's a lot more powerful, but even her bottle, that's a lot more new than my old one. I will say that is richer than Dossier's version. This one seems a little bit more airy. Yeah, it's definitely more subdued. So that's Floral Lavender, and that's gonna be one of the ones that I'll be gifting. The next one that I have here is Floriento Coconut. I think this is the Tom Ford one. Yeah, so this is Tom Ford Soleil Blanc. I actually used to have Soleil Blanc. It's a very, like, literally, like, it smells like pool water. It does not smell like dirty like beach water or whatever. Like, it actually smells like a very bougie poolside fragrance, and it smells pretty realistic to me, like the way that your skin smells when it dries when you come out of the pool and you have like the sun glistening on you. It's a really nice fragrance. However, longevity wasn't that great from what I remember. But the reason I got rid of it is because I just didn't really wear it like that. Believe it or not, I do live in Florida, but I don't really like go to the beach like that or go to the pool at all, really. So I never really had like an occasion to wear it, but that's the only reason I got rid of it. So I was pretty interested in picking this one up. Of course, I'll be giving it away, just for the sake, honestly, of giving it away, because I don't have Soleil Blanc in my collection anymore. But if it smells like it, I'll probably pick this up for myself as well, because I did like that DNA or smell, but I just felt kind of bad keeping such, like, it is an expensive fragrance in my collection when I just don't wear it that much. So I just felt like, whatever, I'll give it away, you know? But if I could get it like at an affordable price, I mean, hello, hi. This one smells a little bit more like suntan lotion-ish. Kind of miss this like scent profile though, I really do, especially for like the summer. I also didn't travel as much last year, so I feel like I didn't really need it. But like now that I'm smelling this, I recently just came from a vacation, and I could have easily like thrown this on when I was by the pool. Now that I'm like smelling it, it's just like taking me back. Okay, Dossier. Now keep in mind, like I said, I haven't smelled or really tried any of these, so I don't know performance, but I mean, it's free, y'all. So if you want to enter the giveaway, you know what to do. So Floriental Coconut. Okay, and now we have Floral Berries, and I actually didn't remember that I even ordered this. From the look of it, it doesn't even seem like I would care to order it. I probably like didn't have anything else. Like they probably didn't have anything on selection for me, and I was like, okay, fuck it, let me just get it. So this is inspired after Jo Malone's Peony and Blush Suede. It has notes of peony, red apple, berries, jasmine, rose, suede accord. It actually doesn't sound that bad now that I'm looking at the notes. Where am I gonna spray it? I'm gonna spray it here. Oh, let me show you guys the atomizers. They're pretty good, if you guys can see that. I don't know if I want to give this one away. I don't know if I want to give this one away. Ooh, this is very pretty. It's floral. It's like powdery muskiness, but it's very soft. It smells very delicate, very feminine. I'm thinking like a white t-shirt kind of day, but like freshly blown out hair. This smells pretty freaking bomb. It's reminding me of the one that I love from Dossier. It's Byredo's Bow to Freak. Their version also has that like white pillows, luxury vibes, and just very like minimalistic. This smells like a very minimalistic fragrance. It kind of has that concept of like Byredo or Jo Malone, so it has that vibe to it. So I really like this one, so I'm not gonna enter that one in the giveaway. Maybe because I have to test out performance and stuff, and you guys know like I'm kind of big on performance and stuff. So if I'm over the performance and stuff, then I'll give it away in a future video. But for right now, I'm only giving away Floriental Coconut and Floral Lavender. All right, so I'm gonna start off with the one that I have been obsessing over. I'm gonna get right into it. I'm not even gonna have you guys wait until the end of the video. This is one that I haven't worn in a while, and I was going through like my perfumes, and I was like, okay, so it's springtime, so what do I wear now? So I brought her out about like a month ago, I want to say, and this is Flowerbomb Nectar. So I actually got gifted this about, I want to say maybe like a year ago, and when I got gifted it, like I wanted to treasure it. I didn't want to use it a lot, so I was like very sparingly using it. Now I don't really care. I'm like, whatever, child, like, you know, if it's gone, it's gone. You just gotta buy a new one, right? So I've used quite a lot in just like a month's worth. It's just super sweet, but like very, very sweet. If you like sweet, like feminine, like pink kind of fragrances, this is Flowerbomb Nectar. It is definitely a lot more sweet than the original Flowerbomb. This is like a syrupy, thick fragrance, but it's not thick in the aspect of like milky or creamy. No, it still has that fluffy airiness to it, but it's definitely heavy. Amazing staying power, great longevity, great projection, amazing sillage. I also think it's really good for like cold to mid weather, like right now in the springtime, so it's not super hot. I mean, here in Florida, you know, but like during the nighttime it's not that hot. But anyway, so I wear it to work. My job is really cold inside there, and I sit in a corner, whatever, and then someone came up to me and he's like, is that you? And I was like, I would assume it's me. I'm the only one that sits in this corner. So he was like, yeah, I guess, whatever. Sarcastic comment, right? So then he continues talking. He's like, you smell so good. He's like, I just had to say it again. And I was like, oh, thank you. So I wore this perfume for like that week straight. Not because obviously of the person that told me the comment, but just because someone gave me a comment in general. Like, I love when people compliment me on how good I smell or whatever. And it does have that metallic note that I definitely pick up now. But I think that it's like, yeah, it smells a little bit like metal, but it doesn't smell like coins or dirty or anything like that. Like Tom Ford Metallique, that's one that I don't like. But I think the metal in here just adds like a brightness, and it also helps with that like staying power. I feel like it's a very powerful fragrance. Next we have a fragrance that I literally did like a whole video on, and that is Dolce & Gabbana The Only One Intense. And this is your creamy buttery jasmine. It has a green apple in there, and that adds a slight bit of like a fruitiness. I wouldn't say it's tropical, but kind of it just adds an very an interesting fruit, and you could tell that it's not like red berries, it's not syrupy. It adds just a little touch there, and it has this velvety smooth finish. This is like a girl boss fragrance, CEO, corporate America, definitely like an office fragrance or a date night fragrance as well. I have worn it to like family gatherings and stuff. Like I've mentioned this before, like I put it all over my scarf, and I gave the scarf to this lady. She never gave it back. And then later on, you know, after that event, a couple weeks passed by, or months at this point, I don't remember. She was like, what was that perfume that you were wearing? She was like, it literally like seeped into the scarf. And I was like, I got you, girl. This is when it was like 30 something dollars on Fragrance X, but very beautiful. If you're looking for a sophisticated, like womanly, pretty perfume, but still has that like sweetness to it, Dolce & Gabbana The Only One Intense. I find it very womanly sexy. Going from womanly sexy to now super feminine and pretty and soft and delicate. And this is Fiori from Giorgio from Giorgio Armani. I was talking to this girl, and she had told me that this perfume was getting discontinued. I've not been keeping up with like fragrance news or anything, so let me know, please confirm that. Cause what the heck, like why do they do that, y'all? Like I need someone to explain to me, why do they discontinue good fragrances? I know that like it has to do, because I did look this up at once at a point, and I know that it has to do of course with certain ingredients that, you know, get banned or whatever, can no longer use them, such as like for example musk. They start using like artificial musk, so I know like the reason behind it, but like Fiori, like why are you getting discontinued? Like what did you do? What did you do to the people? So it makes me question it, right? So this is hello. During the spring, not only is it like a bridal fragrance, but during the spring there's like what, prom, bridesmaid, or a bride, you know? So there's a lot of events during the springtime, and I think this is a beautiful fragrance. It's very underrated in the aspect of having sillage. This actually has freaking like amazing sillage, y'all, because it's so like soft and delicate, and you would assume that it's like not projecting or not as strong. This is one that you put on, you go to the post office, you go to the grocery store, someone's gonna compliment like how good you smell. Very pretty, very feminine. It also has that like super creamy. It's one of like my creamy perfumes. Almost like milky, like a berries milkshake or something. It has a gourmand aspect to it, but it's still definitely like floral. Very well blended, and like I said, very underrated when it comes to performance. This is one of those fragrances that I think every woman should own and should have in their collection. I think every woman needs like a pretty feminine, well-grounded perfume, and I think this is it. I recently did a reel wearing exactly this, so by the time this video is posted, you probably, if you follow me on Instagram, then you probably would have seen that reel. Basically, like if Fiori were a person, this is who she would be. So I'm gonna link my Instagram down below so you guys can see that reel, and you can get the idea, the vision that I see. All right, so talking about pretty and feminine, I had to mention this one, y'all. This is like one that I just love in my collection. The dent, I did not know my dent was this, Jesus Christ. I did not know my dent was this big. Oh my God, Delina. So my dent is up to here, and I have two. I have Delina Exclusive and I have this one. There's definitely a difference. Exclusive is like creamy and this is like the fresh one. So this is the one that I bring out for like spring and summer. And I wear Exclusive for fall and winter. The winter that we have here. But I did not know Jesus, oh my god. So this is one on the more expensive side. You can definitely find it at discounters. But it's one of the niche fragrances that I do find worth it, not only having but rebuying. It's very crowd pleasing, but in its scent profile alone, I think it's unique. Like, I can't think of a designer fragrance that smells like Delina. Crowd pleasing because it smells good. Name a couple of niche fragrances that now smell like Delina, but this is to me the OG. But very pretty, feminine. Now, not everyone likes creamy perfumes, and I understand that because some people may feel sticky, dirty even, or it's just too heavy for them. Some people, or women I should say, just enjoy, you know, fresh perfumes, and this is like the ultimate feminine perfume. But if you want to smell fresh, it has a very unique spiciness, tardiness to it. I was wearing Delina and this lady literally jotted down the perfume. She was like, I've never smelled anything like that. And I'm like, yeah. And the next perfume that I have here is one that okay, I'll get into it. This is Paradiso Assoluto, one of the very underrated gems. I talked about Gemma di Paradiso about like 2 years ago a whole lot. And when I first got this perfume, I didn't really care for it. I was like, this is too heady, too strong. What was I missing, right? So I ended up falling in love with it. Like, you guys can see definitely by the dent. And also it has gotten a lot rich. This one has a more concentrated vanilla. It's a lot more rich than Gemma. Gemma is definitely more for like summer. This one is for spring and winter even. It's still very like tropical. It's like very Roberto Cavalli, you know, vacation dresses appropriate. Definitely still has that vacation vibe to it, but it's so rich that you can definitely wear this in springtime weather, a little cooler, definitely a little cooler than summer, and even in the winter. Honestly, if you like florals in the winter, I know that some people prefer more like gourmand fragrances in the winter, but if you enjoy florals year-round, this is also great for you. Definitely underrated. Amazing. This is one of my top performing perfumes in my whole collection. Like, I put this on to go to work and I know that like I'm gonna smell it till nighttime, and I work early in the morning, and it's very affordable. I can't believe how affordable it is for the power that this baby has. This perfume is extremely unique. I have compared it in the past to Dior Addict, but I will say that I actually like this more than Dior Addict because Dior Addict has a green quality. This one is just like a creamy floral, heavy on the vanilla, very beautiful creamy white floral, but with a unique spiciness. Gorgeous, gorgeous. This is truly a very like empowering woman fragrance, very signature worthy. Every time I wear this perfume at work, it does not fail me to get me or to garnish me a compliment. People really like the way this smells on me. And last but not least, we're gonna talk about two fragrances real quick. Now, this is one that a year ago, and I lost it when I moved, and I can't tell you how pissed off I was because I got it right before I moved out. And let me show you all the dent. This is like 2 weeks worth. I wanted to wear this so bad during the summer and I couldn't because I had no idea where it was, y'all, and I just recently found it, and I can't tell you how happy I was because I did not want to repurchase it because I knew I had it. I just didn't know where. I saw, obviously a year ago because that's when I bought it, this video of like this girl, and she was like, I always get compliments. You guys know I'm a compliment whore. So she was like, it's so fresh, like after the shower. Oh, and yes, so good. It's fresh, but it's not soapy. It has a sweetness to it. I don't know if there's a pear in here, but there's some sort of fruit that gives it a sweetness, but it's all very watery, very diluted. This, I used to wear it to go to the gym. I used to wear it after the gym. I would always get compliments. MAC Turquoise, one of like my ultimate favorites. And of course, yes, this is the best for summer, but also during the spring, especially if you live somewhere like me where it's just hot year-round. Watery sweetness, almost like watered sugar. It smells so good, y'all. And one that I stay true to is Fancy. I actually like to spray Fancy pretty much honestly with anything that I'm wearing. Fancy just has that fruity, caramelish sweetness that goes with absolutely everything. I don't care if I'm wearing Paradiso Assoluto, it goes good with it. I don't care if I'm wearing Delina, I really don't care what I'm wearing. I'll spray fancy and it just goes with it. There's just certain fragrances in my collection that it doesn't matter what I'm wearing. If I pair it with anything, it just goes. For example, like Cloud. So that's pretty much it, you guys. That's my selection for spring. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and as always, I hope you guys have a beautiful and wonderful and blessed day, and I will definitely be seeing you guys in the next one very soon. I swear, I promise, I pinky promise, girl. All right, bye y'all.